Welcome everybody. We are here with a new lesson, and this time we'll speak about the line dxc5, e6, and c3. Yeah, I know it looks not a very scary move, but if you check the statistic, you will see that there are 150 games only, but almost 100 games played by grandmasters. Yeah, a lot of 27 plus players used it. What is White's idea? White's idea is that if you go for the natural bishop takes c5 after queen g4, White is better here. And that's already a very good point, yeah, because it's so easy to capture on c5. The majority of players, of course, took on c5, yeah. So how shall we play here? We will play the move knight d7. And we will use the same idea as we have seen in the bishop d3 line instead of c3. So we play knight d7, but there are some differences now because the bishop is on f1, but the pawn on c3. So something changes. And here we need the expert guidance of Alexei. Welcome, Alexei.
Hi all. Yes, knight d7 really is the best move. You're absolutely right. Knight f3 looks as necessary. And now we have two options. We can take on c5 by knight or by bishop, but the best move only bishop c5, no knight c5. We play knight c5 with bishop on d3. Yes, but here knight c5 is bad because he can play c4 or bishop e2. c4 also interesting move. And knight e7, knight c3 looks better for white. It looks a bit strange, white played c3 and then c4. But it's possible because we spend time for what? For knight d7, knight c5. That's why c4 is interesting. If you don't want to play c4, you can play bishop e2. Positionally, knight e7, castle. And if you play knight c6 or how, I don't know.
Yeah, let me just say, Alexei, that we had this position in the bishop d3 video, only that White's pawn was on c2. So White has a full extra tempo c3, and c3 is a very useful move, of course, yeah?
Yes, you're right. Yes, absolutely right. Yes, and with line on bishop d3, we have bishop e2 idea, but pawn on c2 there. Pawn on c3, of course, much better. And the just position and the white position is better. No need to analyze it a lot. And how it could be, for example, knight c6, rook e1.
But I think in the other line our move was a6, yeah? So we should maybe check a6.
Yes, a6 also.
Because with pawn on c2 we were playing...
rook e1, bishop d7, maybe bishop f1. And if you play, we need to continue developing somehow. Knight g6, bishop e3, just better. And if you play bishop e7, now h4 possible, standard idea. We play knight f5. So
yeah, let me also say that if we play bishop b5, I think this is very good move with the pawn on c2. When White's pawn on c2, this is very good move, I think. But here, knight a3, and big difference not before, yeah?
Yes, big difference.
So this is also interesting. A lot of interesting positional differences, concrete differences. So c3 is a very useful move, yeah? Very useful.
Yes. And a lot of ways for good play after our mistake. But knight c5. White slightly better for sure after knight c5. But we can take by bishop and continue development. Of course, bishop c5 looks better. So knight c5 only when bishop on d3 is good. What now? Knight bd2 probably is the best, because if he play bishop d3, our position is better already. Why? What happened? I think you will find the best.
It's always the same idea, yeah?
Yes, it's I wait 5 seconds. You can use pause. Okay, and now the best move f6. And after f6, it's not equal. It's we are better. He need to protect pawn somehow, but after f5, after take all, knight f6, bishop f2 is threat, and if he play bishop b5, king f7, is good. If he play castle, we are better here. So after bishop c5, bishop d3 is not good move, so it's good threat, positional threat. Knight bd2 the best.
How many people played bishop d3? Let's see. Bishop d3, we have almost 40% of times white played bishop d3 and 60% of times knight d2, yeah? So almost 1 out of 2, yeah?
14 games, but who played bishop d3?
Some people, yeah?
Martinez Alcatraz played 2 times. And
Kadric, yeah, a lot of stronger masters.
He lost 2 games after bishop d3 as white.
But nobody played f6 against him.
Kadric, yes, strong player. So strong players played bishop d3, and so it could be with us, I hope. Bishop d3 mistake. Of course, our position not winning, but we have advantage after bishop d3. Knight d2 the best. If we play f6 now, it's not safe, because after f6, he can play knight b3 temp, bishop b6, and now maybe knight bd4 attack our pawn. And more time for f5, and we lost our main idea. If you take pawn, he will take and check, of course. And here, white position is better.
We can say maybe that knight
bishop f4.
Maybe we can say that knight bd2 is prophylactic move against f6 also, yeah?
Yes, it's absolutely right. But after knight bd2, we can use another idea. We can play queen b6. I think it's the best move. If you play knight e7, normally after knight b3, it looks better for white. Maybe not too much, but better. Queen b6 is the most critical line. He must play queen e2. Of course, our queen on b6 stay not so well, because his idea is knight b3, but we stop his development, his bishop on f1. We need to find idea here, and we have idea. We can change queens. In ending, our position is good. Without queens, our position is good. But it's not only. We will check it a bit later. If we can play a5 also. It's also normal move, but of course not knight e7, because knight e7 before. Alternative is a5, knight b3, and knight e7. Okay, it's pity. Okay, if he take our bishop, but maybe without bishop it's also normal. Knight c5, knight c5, and then queen c7, b6, bishop a6. Probably we will change bishops, and it will be just position. Interesting position, but white could play not only knight c5. White could play h4, for example. What's that? It's novelty. And now if you play queen c7 for b6 idea, maybe he will play h5 without knight c5. h6, bishop f4, and maybe white is better, a bit better. h4. After h4, what we can play? Maybe the best move is a4. We invite him to take our bishop, knight c5, maybe queen c5 or knight c5. I don't know what is better. Maybe queen c5, because our main idea is b6. And now it's playable. I think it's normal. But queen a6 is also a very good move. Maybe it's a bit better than a5.
Yeah, if I can say my opinion, I think a5 is more fighting option, because after queen a6, white can repeat queen d1, queen b6, queen e2. So a5 may be more fighting option, queen a6 more solid option, yeah?
Yes. If you want to play for win, and you can try to play a5. But we play. I think we need to play for equal firstly, and after that play for advantage. It's classic rules, but But if you want, you can try to play a5. It's also normal. Queen a5. Of course, he can repeat the position. Queen d1, queen b6. It could be draw after that. But how to play for advantage? Difficult to say. If queen a6, ba6, double pawn, but it's nothing, absolutely nothing. Double pawn is not always bad. Our double pawn is good. a5 or b8. We will change pawns in future after b3, a4. Not immediately, no need to change pawns. We have another idea here. But pawn is normal. Pawn on a6 on b7, it's same. It may be better to have pawn on a6. No need to think about double pawn alone. So it's absolutely good. Probably before the best, probably. We will take on e2, bishop e2. Why we take on e2? Because if you play bishop, I'm not sure that we will change queens. So better to take immediately, bishop e2. Okay, he have some development after our changes, but we play without queens. It was our idea. And now we need to find the best move for bishop. What's the best? I think bishop b6 is normal, of course, but we can play more interesting. Probably pawn on e5 is potential weak place for white, and we can play bishop f8. If castle, knight e7, and maybe somewhere knight c6, g6, bishop g7 will possible, but difficult to believe that it's good. Somewhere, but if he play rook e1, maybe better to play a5 firstly. Why we play bishop f8? Good question. Why not bishop b6? Bishop b6 is also possible. After bishop b6, probably he will play c4 somewhere. We play bishop f8 for stop c4. For stopping c4. Okay, g6, bishop g7, it's maybe somewhere, but maybe not. But the main idea is we stop c4. If he play bishop b2 or knight e7, now c4 possible, but now we attack. We can take on c4 or play knight g6 is also possible. Attack pawn b4. After e3 or cd, a3, we have a5. With bishop on b6, maybe after this position will be not so good. But with bishop on f8, it's good. Why we do not play bishop e7? I think it's clear because we need to think about knight after bishop e7.
And here, Alexei, we can use your rule, yeah? The pieces are also working from the starting squares, yeah? Bishop on f8 can also be active. No need to develop it sometimes.
We have time for so strange.
But you remember in some previous videos, you teach us that the piece from the starting square, rook on a8, bishop on f8, bishop on c8, they can be already active, yeah, from the starting square.
It's another situation. We need to continue development after bishop f8. Unfortunately, we can say that our rooks is work here, or bishop is work from f8. Yes, but no, maybe you're right. Yes, bishop is work sometimes, but not always. Yes.
But we have just seen like a5 and pressure against b4, yeah, for example.
Yes, maybe, yes, it's true. Our bishop is work here more than on b6. But I want to say that we can stay always or f8.
Yeah, okay.
After castle, or after bishop b2, knight e7. If now c4, we can play knight g6. It's normal position, absolutely normal. We can play knight b6 also. If c5, knight a4. Just position. And if you want, we can take on c4, knight c4, knight d5, attack pawn, a3, and maybe knight b6. It's also possible. What I like more, maybe knight g6. I like knight g6. cd, ed, a3, a5. After, if he play b5, my position probably better after knight c5 or knight f4.
If you ask me, I would say I like dxc4 because I play a lot of Slav and Slav endgame, yeah, somehow it reminds a bit.
Yes, it's up to you. It's also possible, but yes, a lot of ways for recall here. So it's a tricky line. C3 looks as a very tricky line, but we have idea with queen b6 and we can change queens. After that, I think black is okay.
And if you don't want to make draw, queen b6, queen d1, queen a6, you can use the a5 extra idea, yeah? It's a novelty.
Yes. But difficult to believe that your opponent will play for draw. So complicated line. But all could happen, of course. During the game, maybe he will think about draw. But we can use, if you want to play for win, we can use another.
You can repeat once and then see, yeah?
Yes, one time we repeat it, and after that we can think what to do. So we have options for win or made a draw.
So very good. I think, yeah, this c3 line, it's quite tricky. If you're well prepared, it's not a problem. But if you don't know it, it could be a huge problem, yeah? So now you're prepared, and you can successfully and confidently face c3 at move 5. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.
Thank you for attention. Bye.